What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today we are going to be going ahead and talking about the behind-the-scenes information, basically, about how the developers are handling Battlefield 2042. Now, I think a lot of us thought a little while ago that the game didn't have any support. You know, the majority of the development team and also EA kind of just cut their losses. They accepted that they didn't make the best of Battlefield games out there. It wasn't exactly what we wanted as the community. So, guess what? They're just going to take the money because obviously they made cash. You know, the game got tons of pre-orders, it got tons of sales. The hype for this game was out of this world. I mean, you could just check out the trailer. So clearly, with that type of hype, the game is going to make money. So they're just going to do the dash. You know, that's what a lot of us came to the conclusion on. And could you blame any of us for having this mindset? I mean, seriously, if you have played the same game that I've been playing for all of these months, it totally feels like the love and passion for the franchise has completely gone out the window. You know, I ditched Battlefield 2042. I completely stopped playing it for a certain portion of time. I was really grinding out content in the very beginning phase, hoping that each update would do something. But after being let down again and again and again and again, you know, you can only be let down so many times before you just snap and you move on to something else that doesn't let you down. I mean, get this. Battlefield 2042 was so bad and so horrifying to play that it actually led me back to playing Call of Duty Vanguard. That's how disappointed I was with Battlefield 2042. But then, of course, after such a long wait, if you guys do remember this, I did make a commentary about this a little while ago. A developer finally came out and addressed the community, letting us know that they haven't abandoned the game, and the majority of the whole team who originally worked on the game are still there trying to push and, you know, make the future brighter for Battlefield 2042. Now, again, like I said, it's a little hard to believe this, but then it released Update 4.0, which I have to admit, I don't know about you guys, I know there's some people out there who probably feel a little differently, but the new update helped quite a bit for me when it comes to the performance of the game, you know, running actual decent frames in the game, and just, you know, playability, the hit detection, the mouse input, everything down to the fundamentals. It feels a slight bit better. It's not completely there yet, but you could tell that work has finally been done. It's not like all these other past updates where it's, you know, very minor tweaks. You don't really recognize what's going on in the update. They claim one thing and then you go to test it out and it feels like nothing changed. No, when you play the new update, it does feel like a completely different experience. And also, don't forget to go to Portal, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget about that. It's very crucial. That's like the only way I could possibly just stomach Battlefield 2042 right now. If you go into the regular all-out warfare playlist, you know, it's going to be an absolute disaster. You're going to be stuck with, you know, horrifying map layouts. You know, the maps in this game aren't good. That update's going to be coming way down the road and stuff like that, but Portal is the way to go because you can play Flashback Conquest and Infantry Only Conquest, which both those game modes are much better, and also the stability on those game modes are very good as well. But after this recent update, I gotta say I'm decently impressed. It's nothing insane for all the hardcore Battlefield fans that want classes and stuff like that back into the game. It's nothing like that, but when it comes to the core game actually working, you know, what games should be doing, actually functioning, surprisingly we finally got to a playable point where you can hop on, and it's not going to be bug-filled 24/7. And I gotta say, I'm pretty happy about that, and it's also proof that the developer was telling the truth. There is a decent amount of developers still on board working on this game, trying to update it day to day. But like I said, this video is about the new information that's finally been released. Over on Twitter, Battlefield Bulletin put out this tweet saying, EA is not throwing in the towel with Battlefield 2042 just yet. Battlefield 2042 team now has incredible leadership and is rethinking the development process from the ground up and using the Vince Zampella respawn model to get to the fun as quickly as possible. Now, again, everybody out there has different personalities. You could take this either as positive news, you could take this as negative news. I actually encourage you guys to go down in the comment section, and regardless of your opinion, leave it down below. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. Everybody is just obligated to their own opinion. But when it comes to my personal opinion about this whole topic, I gotta say, I believe it. I think that Vince Zampella and also Marcus, like I said, the person who is also behind the Halo universe, I think they are putting in work when it comes to Battlefield. Ever since these two came into the actual studio as head devs, we thought, you know what, we're probably not going to see anything until the next Battlefield game. You know, they're not going to have that much say when it comes to Battlefield 2042. But the second they got on board, all of the corny skins, all of the things that we hate, the specialist lines, which they are talking about completely reworking, all of the things that we, the community, hate have been rearranged. Pretty much every single skin that has been introduced into the game since Vince and also Marcus have been on board Battlefield have been stuff that we enjoy. It fits the Battlefield agenda. But at the same time, we can't be completely positive about the whole situation, because that's how we get hurt as a community. Look at the Call of Duty franchise, for example. That game releases every single year, and the fans are let down worse and worse yearly. Battlefield 5 was a letdown. It got a little bit better over time, but, in the very beginning, that game was a disaster. And Battlefield 2042, as we all know, you guys can say it for yourself. It is 110% a letdown. So bringing aboard Vince Zampella doesn't mean the game is going to be better. He could turn Battlefield into Call of Duty for all we know. He could turn it into Apex Legends for all we know. He could turn it into anything. We don't know what the future holds. But I gotta say, at the very current moment, seeing the work that they're doing in 2042, I like it. I've been talking so much smack about the game. I've had my rough time with the game. I've even, like I said, left the game. I stopped playing it to go play other titles. But coming back and seeing the work that they're actually pushing through with it, I am a fan of the direction they're pushing. It's just, the problem here is they didn't do this day one. Day one, they sold us a completely different experience. If you guys even went back and looked at the, actual art drawn by the actual developers who made this game, and then you go ahead and play the game, it's two completely different realities. It's horrifying. And the game that we're getting now, after all these updates and all these bug fixes, is the game that we should have gotten day one. The same skins and the same direction of, what this war is all about, and also just the bugs and glitches in general. This is where the game should have begun, right here, because it's not completely fixed yet. But this point in time is great because the game is playable. It has bugs, but the bugs aren't annoying. They're not the angry bugs. They're the goofy bugs, the bugs that I can kind of tolerate and still play the game without getting irritated. No, before it was the bugs that were killing the game. Like I said, rubber banding, bullets not registering, mouse input is horrible. It's a lot of things that pushed me away from Battlefield, and they're resolving them over time. Now, it doesn't mean that Battlefield 2042 is going to be the best Battlefield game out there. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that, maybe these new head developers might be exactly what we need in the Battlefield franchise to bring back some life to what we love and know Battlefield to be. It seems like they're not messing around with this. They know that we want something nitty and gritty, warlike, and Battlefield-like. They know exactly what we want. It's just maybe they need a little bit more time to act upon it. I think we'll truly tell once the specialist changes come out. We'll truly tell if they know the direction we want this game to come, because that's really what's holding people back at the moment is the specialists. Am I right or am I wrong? A lot of people have said that the maps and lack of content are some of the biggest reasons why they're not playing, but I think one of the most crucial things is people just don't like playing with the specialists. People want the traditional class system to return to Battlefield, and if that were to happen, even with these bad map designs, I guarantee you it would still see a massive, massive increase in numbers when it comes to player count if they just removed specialists. It's as simple as that. So we're going to see how this all turns out. If they listen to us, that would be huge. That would be huge, but that's going to be game breaking. It doesn't matter who's in charge of the Battlefield franchise. It could be the best developer known to mankind. If he doesn't remove the specialist system, even when it comes to the next Battlefield game, there's going to be some massive problems. But when it comes down to the final question of should we trust DICE, I don't think it's time just yet. It's been way too long of us just being disappointed. Battlefield 5, since the very launch, we have been struggling to see the game, become something good. It took all the way until the Pacific, for me personally, to actually consider Battlefield 5 a pretty darn decent Battlefield title. Not the best, but it's more playable in its current state. Battlefield 2042, God only knows how long it's going to take until this game can get to a place where it's more playable for everybody. It might take a year plus until this game can actually be functional for more than half of the player base. So right now, I don't think DICE deserves complete trust. They can say whatever they want. We've seen plenty. They literally told us that Battlefield 2042 is ahead of schedule. They said that with their own mouths. They're capable of telling us anything they possibly want. So to be honest with you, I'm done listening to what they're telling me. I'm going to wait until I see proof. If they change Battlefield 2042 and they improve on Battlefield 2042, then yes, that is going to be fantastic. I can't wait until that day comes. If not, then guess what? I'm not going to be as disappointed because my expectations were not set that high. Same thing when it comes to the next Battlefield game. Don't go out pre-ordering it. Don't go out hyping it up. Wait until we get our hands on. Wait until we play it. If it's worth the hype, then yeah, we finally got a good Battlefield game. Turn up. But if not, do not worry, your expectations were not high. You see what I'm saying here? I think that's how we should handle this situation from now on. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, comment, say hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so, over Twitter and Discord, put the link down in the description. And also, if you want to catch me live streams of video games, do it over on Twitch, link that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.